Employees who got brutally fired, an undercover boss.
I don't know if this is the business for you.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna send you home for the day. You might wanna think about whether this is really the right job choice for you.
You would, in your Donato's uniform,
Yeah,
to do something that's illegal.
I apologize for that.
But you know I have to let you go. As a delivery driver.
Really?
What is the last thing you want to put down in your business? Well, definitely a lousy employee. And we know a good counter is to go incognito. Let's see if this tactic will help Eric Casaburi, the CEO of Retro Fitness, reel some bad fish in his pond.
A little nervous about going undercover, but I've got this great disguise. I've transformed Barry Ghosh, a down-on-his-luck guy competing on a reality show to win his own gym.
So, our no-good employee in this part is front desk diva Jacqueline, who looks down on every breathing thing. No, we're not exaggerating. The woman was jacking all the people around her, from members to fellow employees, including her own CEO.
Nice girl and nice smile, and you think, hey, all is right in the world. And then she opens her mouth and it's just like, you know, the bats from hell start flying out.
They're literally stupid. They don't know anything. They don't know how to use a machine, so they're over here looking like they're doing the machine.
Yeesh, stop dishing yourself like that on camera. This is gonna come back to bite you. She just couldn't hold her tongue for once. Even worse, Jacqueline went on with destroying the company's valuable ingredients and told the newbie to do the same. Further, she told him to ignore all the given instructions and just to follow her commands. Talk about being uptight.
Jacqueline's juice bar, because it seems like she's got her own way of doing everything.
Fill it to the top,
Right.
don't overflow it, because then you'll make a mess. That's the
your
perfect shake.
I noticed that there was like extra in here. Like, what do you guys
I
like
dump
make
it out.
samples out of that? You don't offer
I
it to the
just-
member
nope,
at all? You just
dump it out. If they want it, they can take it, but if not, oh well.
There is a cost associated with every ingredient that goes into that shake.
Yep, she dumped good shakes, costing her employers money, just because it saved her time. Well, anyway, the duo put on quite a show, and the members could see it all with their own eyes. Not good for the company's reputation, now is it?
Do you want to show me how to make a shake, just so I know before I let you go?
Sure, if you'd
What would
like.
you Yeah.
Dirty peanut.
Are we doing it the way it says?
No, you're gonna do it the way I told you.
The way you told me. Okay, so we want 2 of these from you, right?
That's not a full
One and a
pump.
half. Okay, how's that?
One more.
One more.
That's enough ice.
Okay. I would normally hit the code, but
Okay, well, I'm telling you the way people like it.
okay.
Believe it or not, Jacqueline's face told that she was not liking the new guy, as he couldn't keep up with her bossing him around, and their dynamic was just getting messy with every passing minute. Jeez, lady, you might know what you're doing, but you definitely have no idea how this is gonna ruin you. Well, anyway, her obnoxiousness got so out of hand that she threw fits at poor Barry and the people asking for her services in the most conceited way possible.
He's condescending. He's not absorbing anything that I'm saying. He listens to me because I know what I'm doing. I know my.
How come this isn't punching?
You're probably doing it on the wrong side.
Ah, that is the reason why.
Oh man, you can only imagine how things got when the disguise came off and the real identity of Eric came out. But instead of telling you, how about we show you? And FYI, she had no remorse for the way she acted. So you know where she's headed.
So you could possibly say right now, none that is going to be acceptable. You can sit here for 15 minutes and talk about this.
I won't, but okay.
Don't waste both our time.
Okay.
It makes no sense that you would treat someone that way. None.
Okay.
Nader Massadeh, the shark of Buffalo Wings and Rings, has got hot sauce in his blood. Nonetheless, running a hotshot food chain takes more than just sitting around in your office. Sometimes you have to go undercover to see what is actually costing you your business.
We got more coming, don't worry. Uh-oh. Dude, I can be like knocking out 5-6 racks of these and you're just sitting here doing this one. You have to be able to keep up with the pace.
Yeah, I know this video isn't about bosses messing up, but about people getting fired. And we're getting to that guy in this episode, don't you worry. Meet Wes, the guy who got on the nerves of Nader in just the first 5 seconds. I mean, you gotta be real bad to annoy a guy wearing a blue fuzzy jacket, right?
Change into that, and I'll meet you back up here, okay?
Okay.
Pete is dressed like a dork. He's got the scumbag gold chain, the thick nerd glasses, and the shiny bald head. He seems very soft.
The kitchen manager went all out boot camp on the new guy and gave a couple of vague instructions to get things running. And we all know how things go from there. From Nader messing up things to Wes bullying his own CEO. Huh, this line sums up the situation pretty right.
Oh, give me the...
I'm sorry.
Here, back up.
Okay.
I'm taking over. As he stands right now, I would never leave Pete in charge of my kitchen. So So now sweep up the gigantic mess you made on the floor. So clean, you would have sex on it.
On the floor?
Oh yeah, my floor, I would totally have sex on my floor. Yours, I wouldn't touch it.
How's that look? Clean?
I've seen better. You got it everywhere, man.
Okay.
Come on, man. Do you realize how full of yourself you're acting? Just cut the guy some slack for a change. Unfortunately, Masade wasn't the only victim, as the head chief treated all of his employees likewise. He cussed them out and made fun of them in the most degrading way possible.
Today that I've never heard before.
Pete is a little bitch. He's definitely made of vagina.
No, you just blew my mind with your last comment.
Wes's behavior is definitely a bad representation of my brand. This is not part of the values that I install in the company.
Brendan has a mangina.
Newsflash, sir, you're the real D-bag in this situation. And just so you know, mobbing and bossing people around doesn't mean running a business. Actual working does. And the CEO of the company was on the same page with us. Nader got so frustrated with the situation that he broke his cover in front of Red and promised her to set things right once and for all.
Can I chat with you outside the restaurant for a minute?
Yeah.
How are you?
So what is going on?
I came in here today and I was working with Wes in the kitchen. And is he for real or is he just putting an act on?
No, that's him. He has no respect for anybody in that restaurant.
He had his heart set on firing the big muscled guy. But first, he had to go back and change himself back into the boss. Let's see how Wes acts when he gets confronted.
I have asked Sean and Red to be here today.
Put him right here.
Please come in.
This hostile attitude got him into the verbal with his own fellow employees, and he refused to accept his mistake. When you act this stubborn, things end poorly. Time to call some big shots, I suppose. Maybe Wes will learn from this experience.
F-bombs being dropped. It's embarrassing, and I don't care how many times anybody addressed it, it would never get fixed because he doesn't want to get it fixed.
This is all new to me. And
Oh, it's not new to you.
He comes up and threatens them.
My employees.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
For
that's
you to
just
tell me
me.
and
Point a finger at me like that.
Or maybe not.
I do know what the Buffalo Wings and Rings culture is and what value my company holds.
Time to call some big shots, I suppose. Maybe Wes will learn from this experience. Or maybe not.
Okay, so go on then.
It's the decision that Sean would like to make.
I'm not gonna change me. I am who I am. Sorry, I'm such a scary monster.
Jane Grody-Abel, chairwoman of Donato's Pizza, is all ready to take orders, make pizzas, and tackle deliveries, not knowing that things are gonna be much harder for her than the other bosses on the CBS show.
Hi, I'm Jane. Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh. I just said, hi, I'm Jane. Not even thinking about it. Do you want to go ahead and check the order and make sure you have everything? Okay, that'll be 8321.
Kathy's clearly never delivered a pizza in her life.
Okay, this boss lady has not had very good people skills and might have almost blown her cover. But Aaron had taken her under his wing and intended to teach well. The delivery guys and everyone were charmed, including his boss. He really had it going with the customers and took his services more seriously than any guy I've seen in my life.
Appreciate it, Mark. All right, you have a good one. Thanks.
I love that Aaron had a really great customer service balance with speed.
And I still don't think he suspects a thing about who I really am.
Fortunately, we had no clue that he was with the owner of his food joint, which went in the favor of the boss lady. But what this ignorance led to had us in awe, as Aaron here was not all goody two-shoes. Watch how he ruined his own job on camera.
He is fast, he's nonstop, the perfect delivery driver.
Delivering on campus is fun though. Like I have a really good time doing it. You like encounter some really weird stuff.
Like what?
A lot of people smoke pot, like invite me to come in for a little bit, and if I'm not very busy and I don't need to be super focused really, then I'll kind of indulge.
You do not.
Boss or no boss, who on earth discloses information like that or even gets into such activities on the job? Man, there goes your earnings down the toilet. But the smart guy was not ashamed at all. He was very confident about his driving skills. Come on, man, that's just illegal. Have you been getting away with it this whole time?
I'll take the joint someone offers to him.
Are you against that?
I am really against it.
I'm sorry. I don't want to disappoint
Especially getting behind a wheel.
you, but it doesn't really affect my abilities.
But all wrong things meet their end now and again. And now it was time for Aaron to get his. because the CEO was not all strawberries. He was putting other people at risk, and she was ready to take down anyone coming in the way of her company's survival.
But he put a lot of people at risk. I honestly didn't even want to get back in the car with him.
Should you drive back to the store? No.
Are you under the influence right now?
No. Jeez, what do you think? I was just smoking in the store and then I just went out on the road? Pretty angry with me, kind of lectured me like a mom. Kathy needs to hit the bong and just chill out for a bit.
Oh boy, this identity reveal is brutal. I actually had a heart for Aaron and his happy-go-lucky attitude. But who knows? Maybe the guy's not as easygoing and rather high all the time. Let's get to the conclusive part of the show.
You would, in your Donato's uniform,
Yeah,
to do something that's illegal.
I apologize for that.
Well, you know I have to let you go. As a delivery driver,
Really?
What is the last thing you should do if you want to keep your job? We rant about our bosses, but not everyone is that smart, right? Some might babble their inside out on reality TV, thinking they can get away with it. Well, the same thing happened with one of Boston Market's employees when Chief Brand Officer Sarah Bidorf went undercover to see what was really going on at her restaurants.
They get down to the issues working alongside of. And if you see anything that needs to be fixed right away, make sure we get it done.
The CEO is putting a lot of faith in me for this assignment, and I have to get it right.
Well, the star of this episode is Ronnie, a youthful and spiteful employee who worked at the company's outpost in Duluth. The guy started by making quite an expression with his big mouth right from the start.
Welcome to Boston Market. This is how everything unfolds. Standard procedure is to greet the customer as they walk in and say, hello, welcome to Boston Market, blah, 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 whatever. Because we have to make customers, on a pedestal. We can go walk around the lobby and we'll introduce you to Neil. This is the store's general manager.
Oh, hi, Neil.
Welcome to our team. If you need anything, let me know.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. This is the lobby. It does get busy, but it's generally just people taking too long to eat.
Okay.
But
Sarah's face screamed uncomfortably, but male Kim Kardashian was not getting the signals, as he kept his quirky demeanor and walked around the place as if he owned it.
customers like, hey, would you like to sample our loaded mashed potatoes? It shouldn't be a question. You should be forcing it down their throat because that is what corporate has told us to do. We don't ask questions. We just work like robots. When putting pecan pie into the thing, it has to look like that at all times. Otherwise, we get in trouble because Boston Market, again, ridiculous standards.
Slow down a bit, man. Apparently, he hates everything about his job. The only thing he was a fan of was acting like a petty teenage girl and bossing people around.
Customers always have something picky about a sandwich to do. My least favorite part is the customer always has to be right. I absolutely hate that. We have some mundane activities that we need to get done, and I hate doing them, so I'm basically gonna make you do them. I am a little bit of a diva. Everyone always has something to say about me. Someone is always hating on me.
He had his boss doing the dirty work. I mean, taking out trash while he smoked. This acting was one of the breaking points for the woman, who was treating him like a young man still trying life. But this scene changed her perspective, and she realized what she was actually dealing with.
I'm amused by him. The jokes about Kim Kardashian, those are all kind of charming until they, sort of piled on top of each other.
These are our new napkin dispensers. Customers will literally sit here and take about 500 napkins and then just throw them all over the floor. They didn't actually need them. Customers do not care what it's like. Like, you could be 1,000 customers over there and they'll...
After acting, the guy came back to teach Bidorf some more work. And while doing it, he made some negative comments about the customers he'd been serving. Yeesh, major red flags. Nonetheless, things were not going to get any better from here.
Things about customers, which sends up an immediate red flag.
Children and old people are literally the worst I've ever seen in my entire life because none of them know what they want and they're literally can't talk. You just kind of have to deal with it.
Our guests are our bread and butter. They pay our check. They keep our businesses open. They pay his paycheck.
They're just going to be here dealing with her children and we just have to wait. I don't know how hard it is to read a menu, but...
Ronnie then went to the length of dropping the hate word a couple of times while talking about the customers. And this really ticked the brand officer off, as he was the face of the company. So she did something that was not planned for on this trip.
Ronnie, I wanted to reintroduce myself to you. I'm not actually Rachel. My name is Sarah Bidorf, and I'm the Chief Brand Officer of Boston Market.
No.
And you're on Undercover Boss.
So there is no restaurant competition show?
There is no restaurant competition show.
Oh my God, really?
Yes, I did get you. I got you saying a bunch of things about our...
I did.
That are really not very nice. I'm angry and I'm heartbroken.
There was only one solution to this situation. You guessed it right, send this diva packing. The odd part is that he totally denied the action and acted like he had no idea of why he was being sent home. But Sarah talked to the manager of the restaurant and made sure he knew that Ronnie had gone under his nose.
Several times, actually, about hating customers.
He what?
We actually use the words, I hate our customers.
Surprise. Oh, no,
I'm sure
no,
you understand we can't have that. So we're going to need to terminate his employment. It makes me, it really upsets me.
Yep, upsets me too. Upsets me too. We got to do what we got to do. I hate to see him go, but